Good morning vlog, good morning, hi, how are you? Today is a rainy day. It's a rainy, dreary Monday, which is really annoying because we have a playoff game on Wednesday, and that might mean that we have to have inside practice. And hopefully tomorrow it's not as rainy, and hopefully we'll be able to get outside, but having it rain and not being able to go outside is just gonna put such a damper on the practice today, just because we won't be able to do everything that we need to do to get ready for Wednesday. So that's really unfortunate and really annoying. Plus, the school has taken down all of the extra amenities out of the gym. We used to have a batting cage up, we used to have different screens up, we used to have a hitting bag, and there were protection on all of the bleachers, and we don't have any of that stuff now. So it's just annoying and really inconvenient. We had a scrimmage this weekend. We had one on Saturday. The girls played pretty well. It was really hot outside. It was in the low mid 80s and it was just sunshine. I don't know if you can tell, but I got a sunburn on my face then because we were out for hours and hours and I forgot to put any sunscreen on before I had left. I'm so annoyed at this rain. It's barely getting into the 50s today, so it's real chill. I woke up this morning and we had left all the windows open because it has been hot. Whoops. It's been hot. It's been cooling off throughout the weekend, but yesterday was still pretty hot, and today is just chill zone. It's real cold, so it's just annoying to wake up to. I've been watching the Women's College World Series because everything for me is softball, softball, softball. My number one picked team, Washington, made it all the way through unscathed. Haven't lost a game yet, and they're gonna face off against Florida State. And honestly, Florida State was one of my top 3 teams too. My 3 favorite teams, by just watching the tournament play, not having any like favorite team loyalty or anything, was Washington, Oregon, and Florida State. Just watching them play and everything, those were my top 3. And then there was a nod to UCLA, mostly because of the Perez sisters and playing the middle infield. And then Florida State just took 2 games from UCLA, who's in the winner's bracket, and now they get to go to the Women's College World Series, so that's really exciting for Florida. That is so awesome. They're just riding this high right now, dug their way out of the loser's bracket, and I think that this game series that's coming up between Washington and FSU is going to be so good. That starts tonight at 7, and I really want to watch it. That's exciting. Softball stuff. Yeah, that's just a little brief catch-up of what my weekend has been like. Mostly I do absolutely nothing. I'm feeling really unmotivated lately and just sluggish and not quite right. I haven't gone to the gym in a couple weeks and haven't done a lot of workouts. I just haven't, I don't know, been making very good choices for my body lately, excuse me. So hopefully I can turn that around sometime this week and feel a lot better about everything. I'm gonna go to practice now, so I'll see you in the next clip. It sucks outside. I've just been sitting in Salem for so many hours, and now my practice has been pushed back from 3 to 5 o'clock, and now it is at 5:30 to 7. We're using Thomas College's field house, which means we'll have a lot more space. Can you maybe focus on my face? That would be cool. It never likes to focus on my face in the grocery store. But we'll have the space to actually do pop fly-ish stuff. I'm gonna buy one of these and a snack. Alright, so going for rabbit food. I was really mad though because a few dressing options that they have that are in like the little packs next to it that cost like 93 cents or whatever they are. I think the only ones that I'll eat is Italian or raspberry vinaigrette, and both of them had dyes in them. Italian had yellow dye and the raspberry vinaigrette had red. I'm like, why? What's the point? So I went and brought more expensive and a lot bigger portion of this dressing called sun-dried tomato and garlic organic vinaigrette. So I went and grabbed that instead because I was annoyed. You guys saw I grabbed one of these. It's a Celsius type of energy drink thing. My assistant coach Britt told me about them. And I mean, an energy drink's an energy drink, but you know, I might as well give it a try because sometimes I drink Monster and this is way better for me than a Monster, probably. Not recommended for people who are caffeine sensitive. Sweet. They are tasty. Sparkling wild berry. It's the only one I've tried, so I don't think the other ones look good. But I'm a very caffeine sensitive person. I get asked all the time why I'm shaking. I don't know. I'm actually pretty still today. Hey! I'll wait to fill that caffeine kicks in. But made a little rabbit food salad. It's spinach, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, red onion, a couple of croutons, craisins, corn, and sunflower seeds, and chickpeas. Did I say chickpeas? Chickpeas. Where I put my fork? Oh no. And I was like, you know what? I'll just get a salad at the salad bar. Mostly because I'm not going to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym in like 2.5 weeks and I feel like a lazy lump about it, but also not motivated enough to fix it. As I said, inside, we get to use Thomas College's field house for practice tonight, so we'll actually be able to do some long-ish fly balls, long-ish ground balls, sprinting without having to worry about running into the walls because our gym is actually pretty small. It's pretty small for a gym. And they've taken out all of our equipment, like I said, batting cage and what have you. I don't know that we'll be able to use Thomas's batting cage just because we don't have a machine there, but that's fine. Hopefully we'll be able to get outside tomorrow and we won't have to use the field house again, but I'm really excited to be able to use the field house. I feel like it's going to be a mixture of nostalgia because that's where I played softball, so we were in the field house often at the beginning of our seasons because main softball, you have to start inside. Right. Now I have card dressing. I mean, I know I'm talking about how I'm not really taking care of my body right now, but I wish that when I was in college, I was more aware of the things I was putting into my body, and I wish that I had treated it better and spent less time at parties and drinking milk at the cafeteria and eating too much junk food and just overall just not taking care of myself. I wish I had just done better, mostly because I was a student athlete. Why didn't I take better care of my body? I would have performed so much better. I think that's one thing that like I look back on and I wish I could change. I'm not gonna say like I regret it, because I think that's a little too cliche, it takes it a little too far, but I do wish that I had known to make better choices. What a weird feeling it is to walk into your old college field house to have practice where you used to have practice. It was like in a weird time warp. Also, someone I went to school with was working out in the gym part and I stopped and said hi to him and it felt like a very strange deja vu. Over here at the Thomas College. But we had a very good practice, very effective practice. I'm so happy that we got to use this indoor space. It's big enough for what we need to do, for what the drills we needed, and it's just so much better than us having to use the gym at our own school. So really appreciate Thomas for this. I'm gonna head home now because Washington and Florida State start their first game of the series 9 minutes ago, so I've gotta get home so I can catch the last few innings of this game. I'm super excited. Super, super excited. Like, watching college ball right now gets me so hyped for our own playoffs, and yeah, I'm just super excited. Something that happens in college ball that is totally underappreciated at the high school level are those pinch hitters and those pinch runners. I feel like since I work so closely with parents and it's teenagers, those pinch hitters, pinch runners are so underappreciated sometimes, and it gets to the point where, you know, parents want to see their kids play, and I understand that parents want to see their kids play, they want to see them in the field, but I appreciate someone who can come in cold off the bench and completely change the game. Come in, get a good hit, pump the team up, and just get that game-changing run across the plate, or that game-changing hit to start a momentum, to start a rally. You know, the game-changing steals, put those faster runners on for a squeeze bunt or whatever the play is. Just completely underappreciated at the high school level. And I really hope that I can get these girls to understand that if that is their role, is to be a pinch hitter, pinch runner, or whatever their role is, I hope they take that role and do it with pride, because I appreciate every single girl that's in those roles. It's hard because you want to play, and it's hard because you want to be in the field, but I hope that they appreciate and understand that their role is still important. It's still important. If you're on the bench, if you're in the lineup, if you're on that lineup card, you are important to your team. If your name and your number are on that card in any spot, substitutes, starting lineup, flex, doesn't matter. You are important to the game, no matter what. No, you are important. There are no small roles, only small actors, right? But anyway, enough babbling. I need to go watch this Huskies versus Seminoles game. Home and cooking up some veg. We got the Women's College World Series on. Bottom of the 5th, 0-0. Good game. Good game. We got here at the top of the 4th, so it's exciting. It's exciting stuff. I don't know who to root for. I want the Huskies, but I love Florida Story. Like, just coming out of the loser's bracket like that. We'll see what happens. Either way, good game. Good night to watch softball. Good morning. Hi. Hello. What's up? How's it going? So the end of May, beginning of June was all super, super hot, muggy, hard to sleep. I had a fan on, light blanket, going to bed. Last night I was in my sweatpants, long sleeve, and wool socks. And we have practice today and we will not be able to use the field house. And everything is still really wet. So it's gonna be a chilly and moist practice tonight. So got the Under Armour on, got sweatpants on, got leggings on underneath the sweatpants, wool socks too. Also got wool socks on. This is weather in Maine. You don't know what it's gonna be, especially when it's in between seasons like this. You don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get. It was hot, 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 and now it's cold. Perfect temperature to sit, relax, enjoy some tea, and then I'm gonna head down to Waterville for practice. Woo! Good morning vlog. Hi, how are you? It is our quarterfinal game today. We have our quarterfinal game today at 4 o'clock. Playoff season is here. It's here. I'm trying to get myself pumped up, because it's exciting. It's an exciting thing. But as I've told you before, like, I'm having just kind of trouble being in my own body right now. And this comes and goes. This happens to me quite often. Actually, I just go in like these lulls where I just feel like I'm watching life and just feel like I don't want to say in a dream. Like, it's not that extreme. If I practice mindfulness more, I feel like I would be more present, and I honestly think that that would be so helpful for me, because I don't feel present all of the time when I get into moods like this. It's an odd thing. It's odd. I'm excited about quarterfinals today. The team that we're playing knocked us out of playoffs 2 years ago, and I just feel like it'd be a good thing to just take the game today. Just take it back. It's a little sprinkly. It's a little chilly today. Got like full-on Under Armour today. Pants, like I'm ready for some chilly weather. It's not supposed to peak much over 60 degrees today, but quarterfinal today. And then my girls graduate tomorrow, so we're not having any practice. But we're gonna go on a little trip no matter what, so be looking for that in the next vlog. Watched the Women's College World Series last night between Washington and Florida State. Florida State took it. They definitely earned it. It wasn't really a fun game to watch though. There were just a lot of errors on both sides, especially at the beginning. And Washington just didn't play like Washington can play, and it was disappointing that it wasn't as good of a game as it was the day before for game 1. But Florida State definitely earned it. Hats off to them. They worked their ass off all the way through the tournament, being knocked into the loser's bracket right off, and then fighting and winning every single game from that point on. So they definitely earned it. First time in their program's history. Just all over, great story. Good job to them. Now it's time to see that energy, see how it was accomplished, and just apply it to our own softball playoffs now. Whoa, that truck is right up on me. Hello. And just like that, softball season is over. We ended up losing, but my girls played a hell of a game. They worked their butts off. They stayed up the whole time. I wish that I had made some different choices throughout the game, but can't change it now. It's a learning opportunity. We've made it further this year than we made it last year, and next year we'll take it even further than that. Overall, really proud of these girls. They've been hardworking, wonderful, wonderful players, and I'm looking forward to the future, but I'm losing some girls that it's hard. Some of these girls I've coached for 3 years, so it's, what are you doing? I'm trying to have a moment, and you're kind of ruining it. These girls I've had for a few years now, and I'm assuming it's just gonna get harder each year. But I mean, if you're a coach or a teacher or, you know, what have you, there's always kids. There's always like some kids that stick out to you, and this class definitely gonna stick out. 4 of them are graduating tomorrow, so good luck to them. I'm booking a pole class to do with them, so they're not done seeing me. I'm sad that the season's over, but I'm really excited to see where these girls go. And I'm always excited to watch some summer softball. I think I'm to the point where like they're not my own kids. Yeah, it gets me like a little choked up, and when they cry, I cry. But I know that softball isn't the end. They're amazing people, and I can't wait to see what they do. Can't wait to see what they do. Hello, Normal. You pretty girl. But I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow, and you will see what's going on in the next vlog. So make sure you stick around and subscribe and check in on that. See what happens. Right, Normal? Wow. Get comfy. Good girl. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you made this far. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.